3. Here we go. We can play heavy spells with Heimerdinger. We can play... I don't want to do Shield Wall again. Let's do it. Let's try to do spells. Let's see if we can do big spell deck. It's not guaranteed to work, but it would make sense with Karma. It would also make sense with some of the Nivea stuff. What one do I want to do? Because I don't mind the Nivea here, but I think I want to add Ionia. I mean, adding Freljord gives me ramp. Adding Ionia gives me Karma, which is like a game winner. Enemy summons a unit, get an ephemeral. That's quite nice, but probably too slow. Back to back is pretty solid, so is Vanguard Redeemer. We're going to be tricolor, I guess. You can apprentice and puff cap. But we don't have Teemo. We're just putting in mushrooms just to put in mushrooms. I mean, it makes Heimer turrets, which is fine, but we're not going to play the discard version. Back to back Vanguard Redeemer. I mean, we have decent amount of units. This is probably fine. Let's do it. Not doing that ever. Plaza Guardian, Eager Apprentice is correct. Cataclysm. Oh, if we got that, that'd be hype. Chumbawump's Vanguard cover is fine. This is okay. I don't like this. Sure, let's take this. Let's see what happens. Another Apprentice. Mage Seeker is, if you played a spell, silence. Yeah, that's probably usable. Swiftwing, Lancer, and Clump. Lancer and Vanguard Squire. Rush and Lifeblade. We're actually spell light right now, although some of these actually make more stuff. Riposte Prismatic is good. Mentor Greenglade. We are kind of minion heavy. This is a very good endgame card, but it's not really going to happen here. I don't think barriers are correct, so let's do this. We're still very spell light though, which is a problem. Recall Key Guardian seems wrong. Chain Vest is okay. More mushrooms. I don't mind more mushrooms. Even without Teemo. Karina, I don't have enough spells. Key Guardian single combat's fine. Do I have an Investigator already? 3-drop Mage Seeker Investigator? I do. I don't mind a second one, though. Jewel Protector into Unlicensed is very good. Fleet Feather with Senna is also very good. I feel like I'm being really erratic in my choices. I'm not sure I'm making a good deck right now. But I do like Innovations. I think that's actually very good. I think this card is very underrated. I think this card is ass. Shitty character, Mystic Shot. This is actually fine. We're still only 8 spells, which is bad. First Blade Cavalry, no. Tracker Duelist is actually fine. River Shaper Herald. Yeah, we could do that. Alright, Herald out, Detain in. Probably yes. Not that. Maybe that? I mean, I don't really care about Scrap Dash on 2. I don't think it's that good. We have a decent number of minis to play. I think we'll take Riposte. Alright. I don't know if this deck is good. I don't know if it's good. So if hypothetically Targon got in, which champion would you like to see from that region? And what playstyle would the region have? I mean, I don't think any region has exactly one playstyle, right? I think there's actually a fair amount of variance in there. But I think Pantheon is an easy include. Automatically. Yeah, we're both tricolor. I'm going to eat my burrito.
How can I help? Wow, did you see that?
battles of our past are seeds for our future. I will teach you.
The Vanguard stand as one!
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
The sunbrock got me good.
Forever watchful.
Hello, fellow Kimberlins.
Spare a coin.
Cavalry, to the field!
Snow, wind, and ice.
Do your worst!
Act with conviction.
the skies.
Put on me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
All right, we are back. That is scary. Anivia's leveling up at the very next attack. So we need to do something about this right now. And the 5-1 will get wrecked by Glacial Storm. The 4-4 is generally fine. The 3-3 is generally fine. The only thing the 3-3 actually dies to is the 5-1. Same with the 4-4. So some of them are going to go just dandy. I'm going to strike here as well and just barrier whoever I want to block with. Or I can play this guy first. And like threaten more. Let's do that. Let's clump of lumps and threaten them even more. I think this should be fine. We can probably find a decent play here. My opponent's like out of cards, right? So clear the board a little bit, right? The wider I am, the better Anivia is. And so let's run out of units on both sides and go from there. And Anivia's going to be level 2, right? So things are going to get annoying pretty quickly.
I protect this place.
Met with steel.
I will endure.
Okay. So this puts us at 2 units alive, Anivia low. I'm willing to kind of shadow shift this to kill that and keep it from leveling up, but that seems kind of wrong, but maybe it's not. I can't shadow shift and barrier is the problem, so like something has to die. And most of my hand is mushrooms. So if we keep Karma alive with Prismatic Barrier, we can shadow shifter, we get the free spell, and we can shadow shifter at the beginning of the next round. That seems fine. I don't mind losing this. Yeah, they draw a card, but like I think barriering Karma is correct here. Because she'll provide me a new card anyway. I'm sad we can't kill this Wording Stones off. They really wanted to save 2 life, which I'm a little surprised by, because they're not really that much threat. But we take that trade. Again, pretty much everything I have, except this, was gonna die to Anivia level 2 anyway when she swings. So I can't save much of my board. So the fact that my opponent indulged me and traded away most of it is a pretty big deal. All right, we got some time to go.
This is our time.
But what's nice is this 3-3 can actually fight Anivia. So I'm really not even that bad of a spot. And if you don't swing right away, I'm going to capture you. I'm going to detain this guy.
A lifetime of innovation.
All right, so we're going to capture right now. We're going to take an ally. And we're going to capture you. And we're going to remove you from combat for now until you find an answer. Let's do it. Now, my opponent only has 3 cards in hand. One of them, you know, was drawn. Most of them were actually drawn really, really recently. Because the Death Rattle died and then, you know, a round started. So there's very little that they were holding on to, right? Things you hold on to are things like removal. So they have completely random cards in their hand as opposed to cards that they wanted to keep for a while. Alright, so Anivia's gone and no longer threatening me. And as long as Karma stays alive, I've went up 2 mana. Because Anivia's gone forever, and I only spent 5 to stop a 7-drop. Now my opponent has 2 more mana than me, but as time goes on, we catch up there. They've still burned a Warding Stone and 2 Catalyst of Eons. So, you know, I can keep that 3-card advantage eventually. This creates a random card on hand, which is going to be kind of annoying. Here comes whatever attempted removal is. Reinforcements. I understand. It only buffs the elites, though, so there's 2 4/4s, and the rest of it doesn't matter. 1 damage ping exists, but doesn't kill her. We play Puffcat Peddler because, of course, we do.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
And we have to ritual early, probably. So we're going to probably do this trade here. We're probably going to chump there. And we keep the Puffcat Peddler alive as a little bit of damage insurance because we're going to play a lot of spells eventually. So we're going to chump here. And then how low are we, right? We're at 8. Am I really worried about dying at 8? Not really, right? So giving you an extra card doesn't seem really that important. I don't think I need to care about this. I'll go to the 8, and I'm just going to heal back up with Ritual, and it's going to be fine. So I don't think there's a problem here. We chump block a little bit of it, and then we're okay. I don't see how I die for 1 mana. If I can wait 2 rounds, Ritual heals 14. That would be incredible. Yeah, I recommend using some kind of tracking to, like, understand what's happening with you, what kind of stuff you're winning and losing. I think it's actually a great idea. Okay, what's our hand size? This is now 9 cards. This card is going to be very hard to use, by the way. It's going to be, well, with Shadow Shift we can use it, but man, is that a particular set of abilities. Alright, so let's play Illegal Contraption, right? Now, the downside of Illegal Contraption is if I needed Ritual, it's too late. But it's a 5/5, which is going to be really good for board control. So we're going to go for it. And if I can possibly wait 1 more round, again, heal 14, draw 2. They don't know I have this, but it's going to win the game. Shadow Shift also can help. It can recall an ally, put a living shadow in its place. Again, we need to keep Karma alive. Cythria is scary. Okay, this is now where it gets scary. Because these are all going to get fearsome. I should be able to block them all still. We should stay alive. But yeah, if they swing at top of round, it's going to be painful. So, I mean, you have 4 units that I care about, and I have 4 units that I care about. We can let 1 through, and this is going to be 5 damage. You know, I'll live. It's going to hurt. This is getting on a little bit on a knife's edge. Getting a little bit on a knife's edge, but I think we're okay. I can't do anything else anyway. Like, if I had done nothing, I could have done, like, Shadow Shift Deathmark, kill Cythria. And that would have been, you know, a little tough to do. So ultimately, we do nothing because we don't want to lose the 5/5. Cythria is big enough that she scares me. And if my opponent can put more on the board, I'm going to run out of space, and I'm probably going to die. So, you know, Ritual of Renewal. Hey, look at that. Level 2 Karma. We can throw some mushrooms in your deck. Please play a card. Please play a card before you fight me. Because you don't have lethal on board. I can block enough to live. Alright, that's fine. So we're here. I can still stop most of this. It's fine. Right? That's a good block. That's a good block. That's fine. It's only 5 damage. I'm at 3. In fact, she'll live through this. So now I'm, you know, I'm at 4. It's going to be a little bit hard to find 4 damage here. It can be found. But it's at least a little bit tougher. I don't care about getting double mushrooms here, so let's see if there's combat tricks. Is this enough to kill me? Okay, that's fine. You save a 5-drop. Okay. I probably Shadow Shift this. Right, I Shadow Shift to kill. If I do that, how's the fight go? Unavailable because there's technically mushrooms being made. I wish they would fix this. This is fixable, I think, but oh well. Alright, so that happens. And I'm looking to play what? This card? And I have 3 more mana. If I don't do this, but this is worth killing the 5/3, right? This is worth doing. I have 3 more mana afterwards, which means I can just play the 3-drop. I don't have to... I mean, I can mushroom. It's probably fine to play mushroom. This should be the right amount of cards. I don't think I've miscounted this. Oh yeah, and this also makes a million mushrooms, by the way. Because it gets doubled and each one triggers Puffcap Peddler. So I'm getting 16 mushrooms per mushroom cloud that I play. And then only one of these, I think only one of these works. Other one fizzles. We get the trade. We get the trade. We take 4. We do that. We do that. And I'm very hurt, but we put those on the stack. We get them both down. If they can nuke me for 4 at fast speed, I lose the game. If not, we heal for 14 and draw 2. Mystic Shot? Oh, that's garbage. Okay, we don't care about this. Alright, Puffcaps in deck, 54. Alright, well, we're not going to swing with this, obviously. We're at 15 to 15! Yo! 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 And there's 2 of them! There's 2 of them! Let's go! If they have... There we go. Casual negative 45. Casual negative 45 health. No problems. I never doubted this deck in the slightest. How could I have ever lost? Second Heimer that I've never drawn. Oh, this was 1 game in, by the way. This deck is slow. I actually want Lux and Flash of Brilliance here, I think. More than I want Heimer. Although, Vanguard Sergeant with Heimer is very, very good as well. You know, let's play second Heimer instead. Let's see if we can make that happen. Alright, that's 1 game. This deck is slow. This is spell combo deck. You sit there like waiting. It's just good enough for limited. There's just enough tools there. But man, does this take a while. I think wait, 2 and then on 3 we can do this. There's something here, right? How to use the wild cards? You go into your deck list, you click like show unowned cards, And this is Fiora. Oh, it's Fiora's Z. Okay, we can actually nuke Z. That's actually pretty easy. Removing keywords from that is going to be really valuable as well. So, Eager Apprentice.
I'm on it. Wow, did you see that?
They'll never see me coming.
We're going to save this till I find Heimerdinger. Because it literally is a 0-cost spell. In practice, it's a 0-cost spell. Which means it's a free Heimer turret. At burst speed, so it actually just puts it out.
Did that sound right?
We throw in the 2-1. I don't care which one I kill. They're both potentially scary. They probably throw away the Blade Scout because this can grow. And this is just going to be 2-1 forever. Odd choice. I think that's actually wrong. That's not how that works. Quick attack only works on offense. Alright, 2 for 1. I'm up 2 mana and a card. It's pretty good. End round. Good night, Kite Pyro. I appreciate you hanging out. This is limited beta? I mean, it's technically limited for the next, like, 12 hours. But pretty much you can get in if you want. And open beta starts tomorrow. Like, the truly open version. Gosh, how do I play this? I think I Mystic Shot you and then Mage Seeker your buff. I don't want to wait till I play. Like, I can't just sit here for 2 more rounds doing nothing.
Ready, willing, and learn.
All right. What do I care more about? What do I care more about you?
Magic has no place here.
All right. Regular old chefs now. When you summon an ally, give me +1/+1. That's not going to happen for a little while. All right. This goes in. The 3/3 is dominant on the board. Sorry about that. Same Clans League? Nope, different client. You have to install a different executable. Or download a different executable. Okay. What card was just played here? Oh, they gave something barrier. Alright, that's fine. Cool, hit for 3. Alright, we're back to being focused. Sorry about that. Don't have a lot of playable cards here. I think getting a 2-1 on the board is correct. It's just a 0 mana 2-1. I like might as well play it. It also frees up my minion mana for next round, but I want to play Heimerdinger and stuff. Because I can go Heimer, Flash of Brilliance into, you know, who knows what. So we'll see if they can remove him. If they can't, I'm in a really good spot. But Fiora would make that difficult.
Everyone here?
Ooh.
Let's go.
Ooh. But they only found one, so it doesn't have Challenger. Alright. That's what they gave Barrier. Spark Students to 3/3. War Chef doesn't have anything. You don't have Challenger. Okay, so if you don't have Challenger, then I can play Heimerdinger pretty safely. Just gonna drop Heimer down.
Professor, I've read all your manuscripts.
Oh my, what's the correct protocol here?
If they try to kill Heimer, I can burst speed Flash Abilities to at least create a turret. But they shouldn't be able to kill Heimer very easily. If they have direct challenge, then okay, it's a 1-for-1. But at least I get a free turret. Yeah, people lost their deck list from closed beta, which kind of sucks. I know that's rough for some people.
Waits for no one.
All right. Well, we can still find some pretty good trades here. You can outright kill the 2/3. The 2/1 can kill that 2/1, which is good for me as well. On guard, that's a great play. All right, now we're getting some value. Now we're pod racing. That's going to do really well. Now you're going to get some really good kills here. Yeah, okay. Found some value. Give me something good. Oh, that's actually great! Wait, stun attack. We can save him. That's huge. We get another turret, and we save Heimer. That's really massive. That's really, really lucky. That's the clearest, like, good play, right? Save Heimerdinger is way better than save Eager Apprentice, so... Got some damage. Well, it still cost me a card, but I get these things back, so... You know, can't say I feel terribly far behind.
Groundbreaking invention to date.
Yeah, no more resets. The game is just essentially live now. We're just in there. Alrighty, so 3-1s assemble. Well, this one's not a great attack. Should I summon first? I feel like summoning here is good. Swiftwing Lancer is the best card on board. It means I can't use Barrier, but yeah, I think this is the right play. Because even if they summon something scary, I mean, it's not like they have, you know, big champions, right? Fiora or Zed will die to this. Lifeblade? Yeah, I'll just challenge that. That's fine. Okay, technically, if you have some kind of weird buff card, it should do that first. Alright, the 3-1 still don't want to send it, really. Not going to get much, right? This is a 1 for nothing. And my little free units are doing work. This is great. Do people who were in beta get their purchases back tomorrow? So, like, if you spent real money on coins, you get that coin balance back. But the content was reset, and it is never going to reset again. It's just live. So we can jeweled into Karma, or we can just play blank Karma. Karma generates cards for me. Cardma. I think we just put Karma down, and we just wait for Protector later. We'll find something else to buff. And we're close. We're one spell after Prismatic Barrier, which Karma's going to give me. Should level up Heimerdinger. Alright. Saw that coming. There's a 4-4. Which I might chump block here. And then these fights I can actually just take.
Suspicious.
So I don't mind doing this. You have a 4-1. That's whatever. I keep a 3-1 elusive back. That's fine. And if something happens, I can play Barrier. I think it's good. Karma's not going to die instantly. She's got 1 life left. Yeah, we should be fine. Okay. 1 from that draws a card. Ooh, Sithri is powerful. Cool. So we traded pretty well here. Am I worried about anything at 5 mana? Not really. Anything that you challenge, you'll pretty much lose always, so... Let's just play Herald of Spring. I could have chosen to bank some more mana here, right? Because this could have been spell mana. Okay, this is still fine. Flash of Brilliance and Prismatic Barrier together. You know, I've got stuff. Okay, we can instant Contraption. And that will be enough to level Heimer once I can play the turret. That sounds really worthwhile. Right, 3 mana left over, so I can even still Flash of Brilliance. That sounds good. Cythria, Flash, Prismatic could have done it too, but I'd be running out of board space. You keep any unlocks after the... Like, anything you get is yours. From now until forever. There are no more resets. There are no more wipes. It is essentially a live game.
A machine for sports ball.
You lose your money forever, though. I see what you're saying. Okay, let's give you the lifesteal. And y'all will strike. There is a way to kill the 2-2. It's with Fiora. I don't really care. I mean, I could leave it back. I don't really need the lifesteal. I guess like these are all good attacks. I'm just worried about board space is all. But yeah, it's probably correct to do it this way. Lose the 6-1 and then like use flash or prismatic to refill the
Dimensions don't determine themselves.
cards. I guess giving Fiora 1 XP is wrong. Nope, we've got lethal on board. They have to block at least something. None of the blocks are amazing. We can see her post here.
I have no time for fools.
You can see her post there as well with that. Okay, sure.
Precision and grace.
All right. I think we prismatic. Let's see. So what are we going to lose here? We're going to lose 1 unit. And we'll have room for 1 unit. Then let's flash to see what we find. We found ready your attack again. Okay, sure. So we're gonna get some damage here. We'll let the trades happen. Right, so barrier's gone, down to 7. We get floor be gone. Again. We are elusive, and we have relentless pursuit. So I think here we swing wide. Because for 2 mana, how do they live? And we can go wide because it doesn't matter.
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
Oh, you're in for it.
Lethal by 2. Alrighty. Okay. We're picking up some wins. We're getting there. We're scaling. This deck is very slow, but we are getting our wins. We've been in pretty good control every time. So what are we looking at? What are we looking at now? I don't want Ionia in because my deck is already heavy. Jewel Protector out, Shadow Assassin in is probably actually correct here. I think Jewel Protector is like very unusable in this deck. If I'm on 5, I'm playing my champions and expensive spells. So we drop that one, and we're okay. Favorite region? Shadow Wilds followed by Ionia. I think Ephemeral is just really fun. That's okay, Linaris. There's AI games and tutorials and stuff, and hopefully it's fun. And if not, you can always hang out here and learn, and you'll get better. This on 3 is pretty solid. Green Glaive's gonna be hard to use. I think it's all I keep. Interesting. Alright, I have a 5/5 on 3 that I can swing with. That's something. The River Shaper on 3 is also playable.
I keep step with the heartbeat of Noxus.
That's a scary one. Alright, we'll have to deal with that. We can't, so we pass. We take 3. What are the champions? Fiora, Yasuo. Alright, they have quick attacks. They're very aggressive, but they're also pretty easy to kill. They can be defended, but it's not going to be that amazing. Okay. I think we can probably play Blank River Shaper. But I think I think Unlicensed Innovation. Just to get board control. So, like, we can do this, right? We can Eager Apprentice. No, we can't, actually. Because we already have spell mana. So we have to unlicense straight up. If they have Deny, I'm very sad. I lose 3 mana if they have Deny. What was the 12 card limit you spoke a bit ago? I don't know about 12 card limit. You can only have 3 of each champion and only 6 total champions. Well, you can only have 3 of each card, period. And there's only, you can only have 6 total champion cards in the game. Your hand size limit is 10.
How did that move go?
But I'm not sure where 12 came from.
My sweet button.
Oh, paying real, right. Thank you, about paying real money. You can buy 3 champion, 3 epic, 3 rare, and 3 common wild cards a week.
Strength and grace.
So you can pay real money to unlock exactly 12 extra cards a week. A pack of cards has 5 cards in it. Like a capsule has 5 cards in it. Certainly the rarities aren't the same, right? 3 champions are, you know, a bit harder to get to. But like today, not counting the preview road, I've already unlocked 4 or 5 champion cards. Around that number. So it feels pretty good to me overall, is what I will say. All right, we'll let this stay up. We have barrier in case shenanigans. All right, give me your attack. If you do nothing, I'm only losing 1 mana, and so are you, so who cares? And also, Mentor didn't go for Fiora. They might have top-decked Fiora, and like Yasuo's the 5/4. But imagine they had buffed Fiora, and they gave Fiora Quick Strike and went after this illegal contraption, right? It'd be in a really bad spot. Oh, it was 6 commons and rares? Okay, then I'm wrong. It's 6 commons and rares, and it's 18 cards total. Okay, so we both banked 1 mana. That's fine. Off we go. There's Heimer, and Heimer can make some turrets. So we are slamming Heimer down. We can also play the slower play. Well, actually, the more aggressive play is Swiftwing Lancer to like take her down and be afraid of Fiora. I don't think I have to be afraid of Fiora. We're gonna slam Heimer, and we're gonna create a bunch of 3 mana, you know, floor begons, and just like strike from out of the floor. They're elusive. Still can't play you yet, but soon.
Progress waits for no one.
Flash of Brilliance, Prismatic Barrier, gonna be nice. We probably don't preemptively Prismatic Barrier, so it's really just Flash of Brilliance summon, and then wait, and then, you know, see what happens. Okay. Well, let's start with Flash. That's not good enough. We could Barrier the 5/4. Which I don't hate because it'll give me the second turret. So Barrier will save 3 health, and it will give me an extra 3/1. I'm pretty cool with that choice.
Dimensions don't determine themselves.
This is basically a 3 mana 3/1, which is not an amazing card. But it also gives this guy Barrier for the turn. I'm okay with a 3 mana 3/1, give a teammate Barrier. 3/1 elusive, give a teammate Barrier. I'm fine with that. I also have 11 power, and none of them is a good block for my opponent. So, another thing to point out is I did indeed go down 2 mana, right? Heimer was killed by Culling Strike. But I went down 2 mana, but I gained what I would argue is overall value in tempo. Because, right, the 3 mana burst make a spell is just a 0 mana 0 card difference, and it made a 3/1 for me. So in general, I went up in value, and I went up in value, and I'm pretty sure I went up in like tempo as well. Tempo's close. Value's up. Recall the 5/4. Okay, you know what? Fair. Still costs you 4 mana. And I still hit twice. That's not bad. And I still have Spirit's Refuge for case where that matters. Swiftwing Lancer can come down as well. And there's something that was buffed in hand that hasn't been played yet. Shadow Shift is not bad either. Although these are 3 mana 3/1s, which is, you know, a bit hard to use. So I'm going to probably Green Glade into River Shaper very soon. Probably once Fiora swings, I'm going to play those. Then I'm going to play Swiftwing Lancer on 7. Followed up by probably Eager Apprentice. That means I can't float enough mana for Spirit's Refuge, though, which is important to me. Okay, there's your buffed up card. It's the 5 mana 5/5. Made a copy of something. Maybe it's a Yasuo, who knows. We have 2 of something. I don't mind playing Lancer here. In retrospect, like, it controls the board pretty well. I don't get the 1/1 from this guy, but I think it's okay. This is good against everything my opponent can do. Except for giving her Quick Strike. Or that Quick Strike, but, I mean, so, yeah, you can give that Quick Strike and knock down a Floor Begone. And this can just, like, outright kill your 3/2. And then challenge Fear the next round anyway. That seems fine. Other plays would have been like, I don't know, Eager Apprentice and just Spirit's Refuge, whatever she goes after. With quick attack, she'll probably go for one of the Florbagons, and then, you know, we do the barrier thing, and we're probably all fine. Okay, you're trolling if you don't do this right. There you go. Much better. Alright, we lose it. Then we're going to play the longer game. We're going to go ahead and, like, take that one loss and kill this and take 5. 12 life? That's fine. We'll get there. Next round, we need to make sure we save 4 mana. We're going to have 7 plus 1 is 8, so we can spend 4. Which means we can. This guy costs 0, this guy costs 3. So, Green Glade Elder. Come on down. Buffs 5 units, that's not bad. It's a 3 mana 6/6, kind of. Eager Apprentice must be next. It's a 3/2. That's actually pretty good on board as well. I wouldn't mind seeing this go ahead and strike and just, you know, challenge the Zephyr Sage with the 5/1. What card was cloned is something I'm curious about. They have 8 mana. That could easily be Whirly McGig. Let's play the free Eager Apprentice. I still have 5 mana. Are you banking Judgment? Not anymore. Okay, I see you. Shadow Shift. Yeah, it's not gonna do anything special here, so I lose the attack basically. Okay, yep, I lose the attack. I can't think of anything else to do. If my opponent... Oh, and I can't play the rest of this stuff either. I could Shadow Shift him and replay it, but why? So with a 3/2 is actually not a terrible idea. Only because if Fiora blocks it, she really can't. And if the 5/5 blocks it, it's low enough to die to something else. This also plays around Judgment victories. Just a little bit, you know? Judgment is less likely to outright win the game with this here. I think what they cloned was probably Ionia. That would make sense. I can still win this in a value game. Ionia taking 3 and that taking 3 are fine because it gives me decent blocks. I don't mind this.
Do not interfere.
Yep, I think that's fine. I know it's a really debatable choice, but I think it's the right choice. I sadly have to float mana here. My cards are just slightly awkward. All right. Well, Karma does not work well with Spirit's Refuge or Shadow Shift. And Legal Contraption is a minion now. So I can make exactly 1 spell from Karma. Unlucky. This is 6/6 though, which is going to be nice. But I really want to get second Green Glade Elder down so I can maybe, you know, Puff Cap or River Shaper or something. Okay, it's just that. You're going to challenge the 1/1? Okay, interesting. Here comes Barrier. There's Barrier. Okay.
Strike without worry.
Okay, so they don't have Judgment anymore, right? So that's important to note, is that Judgment doesn't exist now in this deck. So that's a straight trade, right? Which is why I did it earlier. That's fine. This is a chump block, but it's 1 less card that Fiora can kill. And I think it's correct here to Spirit's Refuge this, keep it alive. I don't get the lifesteal, but I don't need health as much as it not dying. That's a good trade. That's a chump block. And this is a card for a card. Mine costs 1 more mana. Not the end of the world. I can kill her next round. She's not level 2, which is also valuable to me. They can't Judgment. What can they play instead? Single combat, maybe? But single combat would actually go really badly for you. So what play is this? Is this Noxus deal 1 damage? Oh, okay, it's that. I think Shadow Shift works the right way here. So this should... Yeah, it works correctly. Shadow Shift gets rid of the target and just simply puts a different unit in combat. So it kills Whirling Death, and this thing still dies. So we deny 1 XP from Fiora, and it still kills Yone. So we turn Shadow Shift into Yone dying minus 1 XP Fiora. That's pretty good for 3 mana. I'll take that. And again, the less cards my opponent has, the better off I am, because I have more value available to me. Alright, so Elder comes down, buffs the whole, hand. Being a 4/3 is actually good enough to now fight for the board, which is cool. I'm going to play River Shaper and Karma, probably both, and just swing with both. Florbegon's not bad either. 4+2, and I'm 5+2. And one of mine is going to draw a card. So I'm in a really good spot here. Actually, many of mine are going to draw a card. Mystic Shot, pretty useful. River Shaper. Should be hard to remove. We'll play Karma after combat, probably. We don't need to play her before, but I don't mind drawing the 1 card. I'm not going to swing with her, right? Like, basically never. Okay. How you use the wild cards. Right, sorry about that. So you go into your deck list. You at the very top, there's like show unknown cards. You click on the unknown card, and there's going to be a menu on the left-hand side that shows like use shards or use wild cards. Okay, this is stun the weakest unit. That's fine. I can have plenty of weak units. This 4/3, I don't really mind because I'll just Mystic Shot it. Same with the 2/2, actually. Almost no matter which way it goes, right? If you go here, and if you go there. If you go there and this, I just trade outright, so who cares? We leave the 2/2 back, probably. Okay, the 4/3 is fine. Like, even just at cycling, drawing a card is worth it for me. Like, if they have Barrier or something, I'm still okay. It still strikes. This kills Fiora and I draw a card. This thing can be handled by, like... I mean, I guess my minis are actually gigantic. I guess the 2/2 gets stunned forever. That's fine with me. Yasuo's going to be scary. That's, like, once he draws Yasuo, I'm very afraid. But until he draws Yasuo, we're okay.
I'll make this quick.
Great. Barrier on Fiora.
Strike without worry.
More important that Fiora dies than this dies. More important to me. Far more important to me. For 3 mana, they can't get Barrier again. We're going to play Karma, because Karma's going to draw me a card. This is going to draw me a card. That's going to draw me a card. I'm going to have a ton of value available. Now, the only problem is, this is a damage engine with Yasuo. Every round, Yasuo does 2 damage to someone. And pretty soon, it's going to be 4 damage to someone. And Yone is probably still in hand somewhere as a second copy. Because whatever Zephyr Sage copied, I haven't seen the other version yet. I mean, maybe it was Prismatic Barrier. Maybe that's what it was. And they've now used both. That could have been true. It's the only card I've seen 2 of. Or it could be Whirling Death, and this happens. In which case, I'm very sad. That's really, really valuable if that's Whirling Death. Whirling Death could be there as well, by the way. Okay. So, you're using this card to replace that with Fiora. You're basically using a card to transform this into Fiora. That's not particularly strong, I think.
What form will the waters take?
I want to point out, by the way, you could have used that on Fiora herself and kept the Zephyr alive, but Fiora would have been a 3/1. But she also would have leveled up. So, she would have been a 4/2. Would have been fine. Alright, well, Karma comes down. Karma is actually big enough to just straight up beat Fiora. Stun's going to happen here probably, and I'm going to be sad. But if he challenges it anyway, I have riposte, so, you know, YOLO. 1 mana, not likely anything useful here. And we get Purify. That's actually not bad at all.
Peace begins within.
No, I don't know. I don't know, how to get you access, Rec. I'm sorry. This is a deck. This is from Limited. This is from Expeditions. Here comes the challenge.
On down.
6 damage, do I care? I honestly, so here's one thing. I don't care about this, right? This is fine with me. She's a 6-5 and that's a 6-2. There's no cards I'm going to duplicate here. So, we riposte. You stay alive. You kill Fiora. You get 8 attack. I'm okay trading this. Like, I really, really don't care. This is actually a more effective unit than level 2 Karma right now. Like, yeah, okay, Vanguard Sergeant would be able to duplicate for Demacia, and that would maybe do something at some point, but honestly, it's fine.
Negative on that. Everything I've worked for.
Okay, cannot silence anything, at least not right now. So let's play some real cards. I guess we just do Puff Cap Florbagon. I guess we play Puff Cap. 5-5 is big, and if you play a unit that I want to silence, I have Mage Seeker.
Virtue guides me.
Like that.
Magic
This
has
Purify is going to be nearly useless, but at least we got her to do something. Stand alone. We're going to do it again. Wow. I feel so bad for you that this is the card I got. Imagine that I didn't silence her. I didn't have it at all, and she was 8-8 tough lifesteal. Like, I would outright lose, right? But I don't outright lose. Instead, I'm broken. So, I need to save 2 mana. Can I go wide enough that I always win? So if I play Sergeant, right? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plus 9 is lethal. So, if this card isn't very good, I just win the game with 4 Demacia. What card is it? What card do you have?
by my
A Fiora. Well, that's going to die.
Stand strong. There they go.
And we even put some mushrooms in your deck. So Fiora must die.
I still have to fight.
Right? Lethal by more than 8, right? So you can block 8 here. That's a good trade for you. And then Fiora must die to something else. And they're at, like, no HP. There are no combat tricks. There is only this block and arguably this block. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's the same either way. The 3 damage gets overwritten by them losing the 3 health from Demacia. So literally it doesn't matter which one you do. There is only one play, and it's this and that. There's nothing else to do. I mean, I guess there is, like, also she blocks there and saves more life, but why? This doesn't really help. Okay, it helps because she'll go down to, like, 3 life with tough, but this is still big enough to kill her, which, by the way, she could have already killed. Like, 8-3 and 8-1 are not very different here, but I have a 5-5, which is, you know, quite relevant. So here's the Donger. I mean, I might as well, right? These are still in my hand from way back when, by the way. No, I wanted to purify your 8-3 that you spent all your mana on. 1-0 and ranked. Congrats on your 100% win rate. Good job. You're better than me. I'm only 8-4, so you know you got me. Be right back 1 sec. I need to go pee-pee. What up, fellow gamers? How's it going? So, what do we want? Third Heimer, second Karma, or a Lux? Third Heimer's a bit rough. Remembrance actually is very good, though. I don't like these cards. These are okay. Do I want second Riposte? Second Riposte is fine. Remembrance is good. I think this will be good. Third Heimer. Let's do it. What was the vote? I actually didn't look over before it was over. Did everyone say Heimer or did they say something else? This is open beta for pre-registers. Open beta for everyone is tomorrow. Okay. This is Heimer and Nivea. It's a bit slow. What am I keeping here? The 2-drop and looking for champions? Is unlicensed correct to keep? It's playable on 3, and it's very hard to remove for these colors. I don't hate this. Maybe I'd actually drop this card, and it's really just this on 3. I think it's doable. Can you explain the game while playing? I'm explaining my turns while playing. I don't want to go back to explaining how the game specifically functions. There's tutorials for that, and I actually have a YouTube video on that as well. Go to my YouTube channel, link in the top left corner. Well, the name of it in the top left corner. Do I want to buff Pubcap Peddler Sergeant? I do, right? This is now a very good turn 3, is a 4-4. But I have 2 videos on how the game functions on like a technical level. Best fun from 2019. Oof, I don't know. How about the entire set spotlight? Alright, we can silence Heimer turret. It's not particularly good. That's interesting. I would like to find a way to unlicensed into Mage Seeker. That's only on round 6 though. This is available on round 4. Do I let you draw a card? You clearly want to draw a card. Do I care about 2 damage? No. Maybe? No, I don't. Let's take 2. We'll play this on 3 and swing with 4. You know what? Because of this play, I should have blocked. Because he comes down.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
And I took 2 and won't deal 4. I could have simply made the block and had a chance at dealing 4. Because he clearly wants this to die. Like, he's happy to take a bad trade here to trade down. He's happy to take a chump block.
There's a scent in
Deal 1 to an enemy. Ah, that lets him actually block that successfully. That's a good play. I think I will swing after all.
show you how it's done.
No, I guess I leave it as a blocker, right? That's fine. I can still put mushrooms in your deck. There's still some value here. Alright, I have 6 available mana, so if I had a spell that costs 3, I could use Mage Seeker Investigator. Don't have that yet. Heimer's nice. That's a good card. Okay, so... Unlicensed Innovation gives me board control. It fights the Bull Elnuk, and that's what I need. Wipes up my mana pool, but it's fine.
I've always been a fun guy.
Let's see if we can play this game slowly and find a way to use Heimer Riposte in the same round. Basically, it's going to be round 7. Okay, so now the 5/5 is uncontested. So we swing at that right away. It is the best card that I have. That anyone has. There are no good blocks. Okay, this could be Mystic Shot. It's still a 2-for-1 if it is. It's not right now.
Hunted down.
Okay. Now the question is, if I apprentice, I float a lot of mana if I don't need riposte. If I chump wump, I don't have riposte, but I at least have chump wump, and I have mushrooms to use for Mage Seeker Investigator. Oh, wow. That's what it is. You got cloning program. Okay. Okay, well, we definitely just chump wump. The 4/4 can kill a 3/3. The 5/2 can kill a 4/5. It's not too bad. Heimer can make a lot of turrets eventually. I'm actually okay on board here. This is actually serviceable. The 4/3 is not great, but it does something. Managed to hit a mushroom. That's kind of funny. If you give me the chance, I will Mushroom Cloud into Investigator and silence you. Odds are, though, a card is going to get played. That's fine. I have good blocks here. Are you playing a spell first? I would love to be able to silence your card draw. That would generally help me. Wow. We have to riposte this, right? Like, we have to keep the 5/2 alive? Actually, we probably keep the 4/3 alive. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because no matter what, like, whatever I play is going to die. It's just going to block something and die. But if I do this... it's like a better unit, I guess? I probably would rather have the 4/3 than the 5/2? I don't think I would. I think guaranteeing this... I mean, I'm going to get hit no matter what, so it really, really, really doesn't matter. Let's keep the 5. I can't think of a reason why it actually matters, but, like, my brain was like, wait a second. Okay. So this goes through. We Mage Seeker the 2/1 to stop a card draw. Mage Seeker gets rid of card draw. Hello, there we go. It just wouldn't let me click it.
There's no place here.
And now we trade 3 cards. And move on with our lives. 4/5, 3/3. This 3/3 should go in. These it does. Cool. That goes there. That goes there. That goes there. I take 10, but I keep 2 units alive, which is pretty good. Next round I have 7, so I can play Apprentice, Heimer, Turret, Turret. And have a full board. That's not too bad. And if I ever get a chance, Vanguard Sergeant can win me the game. 0 mana Apprentice.
How can I help? Oh, that's a good one.
I can kill 2 more Elnex with this 4/1 and the 3/1. But my opponent definitely has currently a board lead. Ow. Okay, I'm making chump blockers, I guess. We say okay. Well, it took some puff cap damage, which doesn't matter. Ezreal is getting, wow, 6 of 8. He's like really close. That's going to get scary fast.
I've read all your manuals.
Oh my, what's the correct protocol here?
We just double Mushroom Cloud, right? But I have chump blockers. So now if they can't remove Heimerdinger, I can actually start creating a lot of value. So little wrench bots. Heimerdinger's Progress Day will be good. That will give me a T-Hex. It'll give me an 8/8 barrier. So if my opponent plays any card at all, I can react with Progress Day. Draw 3 cards. Mystic Shot? Mystic Shot there, okay. But we're still alive, right? That's the important thing, is we're alive, and we're going to get some pretty cheap Plaza Guardians pretty soon. And Ezreal is about to level up, so heavy removal plus Elnux is just a very, very good deck. The Elnux deck is so strong. If any of you watched my stream back in November, I had a deck with this, and it was just an absurdly strong deck. So if you do anything but instant swing, Progress Day is going to be a lot of value. Draw 3 cards, make a T-Hex. That's unbeatable for 8 mana. I need to get another Heimer in my deck, which I think I have 3 Heimers, so that's actually not bad. I don't mind chaining progress days. It snowballs on itself. It's actually quite good. I don't care about that Frostbite. That's actually useless. That was actually a really, really, really bad play, because why do I care about dealing 3 damage? If you had Ash, I would understand, but you don't have Ash.
It works. Oh, it works.
So Heimer's at 10. We obviously leave him in the back. My opponent only has 1 mana, so we can't kill my stuff. Oh, I guess it's not barrier. The 7 has barrier, right? Yeah. It's still good. Copies of whatever's in that hand. Is that... I mean, that could be Troop of Elnuks. I guess I kill a 5/5. Chump, chump. Heimer cannot die at exactly this stage. Do I care about 1 damage here via the Yearling? Playing on Mystic Shot seems appropriate, because Mystic Shot can definitely happen here. Yeah, we innovation at start of round, we upgrade Heimerdinger, and we hope we do good things.
Minions don't determine themselves.
Counterfeit copies go in the deck, so it's probably some kind of Elnuk. Right, they don't go in hand, they go in deck. So probably that's what that is. We have our nice little 8/3. And we're going to make a lot more stuff. Okay. So, we want to upgrade. And then, let's see. So it's like 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. And then we can play. Yeah, so we go here, right? We innovation. Looking for a counter. They might find one. I'd be really sad if they found a way to stop this. But I feel like I'm ahead right now. I also don't super duper care about these mushrooms. Okay, great. It gets through. My opponent gets to play a card. If it's Rally, that's okay, because that's going to give me another action. I can summon this Storm Lobber. Does make... No, Heimer does not make the turn. The spell is countered. He does not get that. Alright, Heimer's a 2/4. That's good. Alrighty. I have room for like 2 units. So we play a 1 mana Chump of Wumps. Clump of Wumps, whatever. We Mushroom Cloud into playing a 2-drop. Or a, I guess like 1 mana 2/2. Okay, doesn't matter. Alright. 0 mana 2/2. A lot of units here. 8/3 can go. 6/1 is not going to go. 5/5 can go. Those are both worth striking with. Lethal on board. The 6/1 to kill a 1/2. And strike for 4. Doesn't really matter. That's not going to do anything for us. Of note, this 5/5 needs to block this overwhelm damage. I actually need that card. Everything else is fine. I don't really even hate the 6/1 going in because it's taking up board space and it would hit the face at least. But I actually need this 5 health to block this guy. If I don't have any high toughness units, I actually just die to the Ancient Yeti. Thankfully I can Plaza Guard if they play anything on the top of the round. The 8/3 dies to a 3/3, that's fine. The 6/1 dies to the Yearling. What else can I do with it? There's nothing else to do with this thing. Honestly, my opponent drawing 5/5s at this stage of the game is fine with me. I would love to see my opponent draw Yeti Yearlings. That's surprising. By a lot to me. This is not the fight I expected to see. This is backwards. I guess they're making room for more Elnuks, but that still seems wrong. And I still have 5 alive, so... Like, I feel really comfortable here. They could have killed the T-Hex off. So I'm very curious what they're playing around. Bye, Shag.
The Freljord's eternal guardian.
Oh! Yeah, that's real good. That explains quite a bit. Alright, well, the Nibi's gonna do 2 to me. I have enough blockers still, though. I don't care about what gets summoned, right? I mean, I guess I want a bunch of turrets to go wide on the board. We're going to set up the token kill. We're going to go ahead and put Sergeant down. And just make spells, right? This is probably the best opening play here. Imagine, though, they had kept the Yeti. Imagine he kept the Overwhelm Yeti. I am dead 100% of the time here. I can still kill Anivia. That doesn't really matter because it gets revived. But I can chump block everything. And I can swing pretty hard and clear most of the board. Now, what's also interesting is I have very few turns to win. Because this is going to do 2, and then next round does 2 again. So we actually want to clear things off the board. This way I get rid of 2 blockers, and I can try to repopulate. Yeah. So we have nothing else on the board. We go as wide as possible. We go lifesteal. Herald of Spring is mandatory. Okay. There is a way to win this. If they have Mystic Shot, I don't have a way to win this. But there is a way to win this. Those trades are valuable. Okay, now, if you have Mystic Shot, you win the game. Though you should have layered it during combat. Okay. Let's think about how much mana we have. We have 5 slots. This is worth maybe only 1. I think I put Demacia, then I play the 6-1. Okay, so I have the 6-1, Herald of Spring, Heimerdinger, Plaza Guardian, Clump of Wumps, and the token. If you have Mystic Shot, I lose the game. It's fine. Play it if you have it. Let's go. If you don't, I'm going to build the board. I'm fine. Mushroom Cloud is 1 more card. It's a 2-2, but that's enough. Plaza Guardian, Herald of Spring, this token, and this token. I'm not miscounting, right? Plaza Guardian, Herald of Spring, start of round, play this, play Stormlobber, swing. Herald of Spring. Okay. Thank you very much. It's a Trap for the sub gift to Divinorium. Divinorium, welcome back to the 6 months. It's a Trap. Thank you so much for all your gift subs. I truly, truly appreciate you. Okay. For Demacia. Give allies +3/+0. Here we go. Please don't top deck Mystic Shot. A 7/2 Stormlobber should be decent. And they're going to try to figure out what can they remove, what can they play around. Ezreal's 1 XP away from leveling still, but I'm sure they have something in here. What spell is this? 6/6 becomes a 2/1. Okay. I don't hate that. It's not a 9/9. You know, that's obviously, you know, valuable in my opponent's favor. Obviously, we care about lifesteal a lot. Bull Elnuk, that's fine. They don't have lots of freezes. They have Ezreal, but they have nothing to play Ezreal with. They have no combat tricks. That is so big for me.
It's a big place. Let's see all of it.
This is the most healing possible. This will always get over for at least 2, and at least one other unit hits. Heimerdinger cannot be killed. Everything must block, right? So, not everything must block, but like this can block for free. Nothing of my side dies aside from this 5/4, which is actually what I want. 7 damage lifesteal, heal for 9 is a really big deal. Ezreal is worth 1, 2, 3. Wow, Ezreal's worth 6, this is worth 2. So this is 8 damage just from these 2 champions that I mostly can't stop. We're gonna hope this is enough. I can't go any wider, so. And these cards are pretty dead to me.
I will endure.
Yep, that's always gonna happen. And it was always gonna die to Anivia, so like let it die here.
Ready the torches.
Trump block, not let me draw a card. That's smart.
You're between me and glory.
This is still too much damage to you, so you have to block one more thing. Anivia should always go to the 7/2.
I protect this.
Alright, I'm still over. So you must block the last thing with your Troop of Elnix. Okay, deals damage to Heimer, which is a smart choice as well. My opponent is alive with 3 health. Thankfully, Ezreal is dead and cannot provide that damage himself. Also surprised to see him damage this and not that. Because this is like how I win the game, right? Is just like lifesteal taking everything. It says Anivia can't block. The overlay probably has an old version of the cards. Anivia got changed in a patch that came out for this version of the game. The mushrooms, though. Wait, he could top deck lethal. That's a big pog. I don't need to play Greenglade Elders because what are they going to do except die? This is big enough to block. Everything dies anyway. I mean, I guess no, it doesn't matter because I'm just going to chump block regardless. River Shaper and stuff is fine. My whole board will die. I will draw 1 card. I'm waiting for a Puff Cap. I'm really waiting for a Puff Cap.
Don't blink or you miss.
That's bad for me. So this is going to do 2 from him, 2 from Mystic Shot, 2 from Leveled Up, 2 from Anivia. I will take 8. And it's just going to happen. I can't get anything elusive. I'm just going to take this damage. I'm going to be at 1 life, and I would have been 2 life higher. That's bad for me. We're going to play Puffcat Peddler because he can contest that on board. Do I care about contesting that on board? I do because I need lethal, right? So Puffcat Peddler needs to get played so that he can actually fight Babblingberg and kill it.
Have a mushroom.
You could only have drawn Anivia by... Well, the only champion you can draw is Anivia. Enraged Yeti is a random 5/5 that I can just chump block. So that's fine. Here comes a swing. It's going to hurt a lot, but I'll draw a card. This goes there. Right, this goes all there. I'll go to 5. This will do 4. So, nothing else can happen here. This is just how the play goes. Mystic Shot is going to go face. But at least killing that is useful. Arguably, there's a case for leaving him up and trying to find a spell. 3, yep, okay, so I mean, he's gonna swing face, right? And if he top decks a spell, I lose the game. Although if it's a slow spell, okay, I can go wider than him. This is interesting. So he can nuke me for 4, right? Which he's like gonna do. Huh, I wonder if I should have let that spell fizzle and just go wide and swing. I'm not sure if that would have been correct or not. Because I can't go wide enough.
River shape the land and give it life.
I could only have ever played 3 minions, and he has enough to stop them all. Puff cap, puff cap, puff cap, puff cap. Yes! There we go. Odds are in my favor. Big Pog. Alright. Alright. No. Honestly, this is useful. There's some value in this Puffcap Peddler. What do you think about G2 swapping perks and caps for rolls? What do you think of that? I hope it works out. They're a fun team to watch. They're exciting. It's certainly my favorite EU team. So, more power to them, you know? I don't think I want any of these trades. Maybe Plaza Guardian. Puffcap Peddler only puts Puffcaps in after the fact. I'm going to play spells to get Plaza Guardian online. I think I like this more. Alright. We are somehow actually 4-0. I don't know how. I really don't think 4-0 is where this deck should be. But we're just barely winning. Cheesed? I wouldn't say cheesed. I put a lot of Puffcaps in there. That's the appropriate amount of Puffcapping. Did you really create Trinity Force? Was just a meme. It's a meme. One, two, three. Probably buff a Shadow Assassin. Seems fine. This, I guess, not playable on 4, so I probably should have ditched it. But it's good if I get Heimer out.
Give me a sweet bun. Heightens the senses.
All right, yeah. So, yeah, Puffcaps attached to a random card to the enemy deck, and then explode when the card is pulled.
Anything else?
Discard one, draw one. What did you get rid of? You got rid of a 2-drop because you have another 2-drop. That means I don't care about your card draw. You always have a 2-drop to play. That's fine. You have a chance of getting a bigger one, a better one later. On a scale of 1 to waffles, how hype are you for Doom Eternal? I'm gonna go pancakes. Pancakes out of waffles.
Anything else?
Yeah, we definitely trade these. You played your Clump of Wumps. Although, honestly, I would have ditched Clump of Wumps and happily played Green Glade Lookout. I think that card is amazing. So, Shen, Ezreal, Heimerdinger. So, very spell heavy. Shady Chiractor. She's bigger than Mystic Shot. Not bigger than Thermogenic Beam, though. 5/2 Scaled Snapper. I get in for 3, then I can block afterwards. Works for me. See, a 2/5 would have been really awkward, because I'd block once and then... Like, okay, yeah, it makes me trade instantly. But you'd have the ability to, like, Mystic Shot me or something. I don't know, I can see it going either way. I think it's worth burying this card. 3/3 Elusive is worth 3 mana to me. And honestly, my turn 4 plays are bad regardless, so... Let's do it. Nice. Okay. I kept a 3/3 Elusive for 3 mana. That's very, very good. That is an incredibly efficient card.
I got ways to find me
Chump Wump is good. We're going to probably play Swiftwing Lancer and just trade. I guess we could play Vanguard Cavalry, because he's bigger on board. I'm still not expecting the 3/3 to be stopped anywhere.
Think I'm still like a yodel in uniform.
Nice, Arctral. Good job. Good job, good job. That's awesome. This is a lot of mushrooms, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4 real cards and 5 mushrooms. That's a good trade for me. LOR Jeremy. We're taking him down. Nice try, Legends of Runeterra, Jeremy.
I'm on it. I learned that in class.
I kind of want to play Karma, but can I wait till after combat? I don't know if they're going to attack me again. I mean, the 4/4 might, but... I'm not really going to get challenged. Let's just drop Karma on the board and see what happens.
Two worlds.
That's very good. I can still win. Like, the fight. Because he'll bury or something and I'll just kill the 2/5. Okay, you're trolling. Do I want to take this? I think I do. This is worth doing. If you bury, you're good for you. Okay. Swiftwing Lancer kills Shen on board. Detain is a very good card. You can give yourself 2 days off when it comes out in March. Oh, wow, for Doom? Dude, good luck with that. That sounds awesome. I hope you have a great time. I enjoyed Doom 2016. It was a good game. I enjoyed playing it. But I'm not like counting on the days like I was for LOR, and like I am for Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is like LOR. So like let me let you in on a little secret. Because we had Monday off, and it's the start of season, so there's a whole lot going on all at once. The normal meeting to plan Academy, instead of being on Tuesday, was put today. And I had been waiting for several weeks once I knew the release date of LOR, which is for several weeks. I knew before break. It was going to be the 23rd, this Thursday.
Professor, I've read all your
I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. We're gonna pop off. I'm excited to play this game. Let's do it. And then, on like Wednesday afternoon, it's like, hey, surprise! Or no, sorry, Tuesday afternoon. It's like, hey, surprise! Academy meeting on Thursday. Like 2 hours after the game goes live, and I'm like, but I've been waiting to play LOR for like ever. Figured it out. I sent in my notes early. I sent them in last night. It's like, okay, you don't have to come in. You can or call in. You just play LOR. So I got to hit the games. I hate it from you. Yeah. Well, when I was streaming League like 2 weeks ago, and people were like, "Hey, when does LOR come out?" I knew the day. I knew it was 11 days from then. I knew it was in 11 days, and I was like, "Chat says tomorrow, so tomorrow." It's like, well, I have to. He's got himself some wrench bots. He's gonna go wide. Avalanche would be okay-ish here. Does Swiftwing Lancer create any elite or only elites in your deck? It's any elite. What's up, Star Slice? Yep. Nothing that I want to play here. All right. But hey, he finally gets to get his little buddies out. That's great. That's what I did last game too, right? Ooh. Oh, that's going to be almost unplayable. Wait, you didn't play your last homie? You had another homie to play. Why not play your last homie? It's okay. I'm winning by a lot. We're good here. Swiftwing Lancer can kill this Heimerdinger. Yusari is fine. Back-to-back is board control for me. We play Green Glade. And then back-to-back afterwards. Green Glade's going to buff, I guess, actually only one unit because it's going to transform. But it's a unit. I mean, I could have played Shady character and made a 4-3. It would have been fine, honestly. What are you going to challenge? This 3-3? Okay, sure. Kill that, kill that, kill that. If you Mystic Shot me, I'm sad, but like, YOLO. I have back-to-back if I need it. Block like this. If you do any kind of combat tricks, we're going to back-to-back her in that, and then we're going to be fine. Cool. I don't mind this trade. I got a lot of value. Finally died at round 8. Struck on 3, 5, and 7, so she got 9 damage in. I don't care about back-to-back right now. We just drop Heimer, right? We just play the Donger? I think we just play the Donger. That should be fine. He's a 2/4 harder to kill.
Heimerdinger? Nothing but rotating mirrors and projected lights. Oldest trick in the book.
I love that. Another Heimerdinger? Nothing but projected mirrors. Man, I haven't seen that before. That's the first time I've heard that line. And I've played this game a lot. I like that. Is this game out? I mean, kinda. Depends on your definition, I suppose, but in my opinion, it's out. I'm playing it. You can too. He's not going to level up yet, which is good.
When I needed assistance.
Alright, so we're going to spend some mana here. We're going to have 9 plus 3 is 12. So we can unlicense dimension into back-to-back. We're also very close to getting to use standalone for Heimer, which is also very valuable.
These woods protect their own.
Alright, we're going to kill you now. We're going to kill you now. Because you're going to get scary really quickly if we don't. When an ally gets barrier, give me plus T plus O. I'm not risking that. This thing I can deal with. That thing terrifies me. So now I get my own evolution turret. Then we get unlicensed, which will put me up to 5 units. And then we can back-to-back early to play another turret. And then we're leveled up by the time we swing. That might be worth doing. I'm not sure yet, though. Are you excited for Warcraft 3 Reforged? You've been a fan since Warcraft 3 Replays days. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate you. But personally, I'm actually not. Oh, I miscounted mana. Oh, right, because it's 9 plus 1, not 9 plus 2. Okay, I can't play back-to-back. But I still get this invention. I still get this 6-power Stormlobber. I can actually shady character to make a Stormlobber as well. That's maybe not a bad idea.
The order rewards its faithful.
Only 2 cards in hand, not bad. Do I shady character? Ooh. Darn it, I needed that. That's how I kill their Heimerdinger. It kills my Stormlobber too. Ouch. That's really bad for me. Okay. We stabilize a little bit. We need 4 mana worth of spells. We don't have them. Okay, if we Silverwing Vanguard, we can knock these 2 things down and swing with these. That's not bad. That sounds like a good idea, right? Let's clean up the board. Honestly, anything that I can trade down is good for me. So let's just actually do this. And just say, okay, YOLO, let's go. Right? Heimer survived everything on board. The 2-1 is fine against everything on board. The 5-4 beats everything on board. Let's make them run out of cards. Gromp or T-Hex? I say T-Hex. Can you get a Gromp Junior plush, please? I hope they make them. I think they're cool. You had a Nivea Ezreal deck, and you find yourself against Karma Ezreal. It was a long game. Yes, those sound both like very long game decks. Wow. They didn't like what they drew. 5-0. I don't know why this deck is winning so much. I guess it's just good enough. It's just good enough. I'll take it, though. It's a pog from me, you know? Alright, Puffcap out, Shady Character in, no. Remember, it's out, Prismatic in, whatever. Eager Apprentice out, nah. I'm happy with all these, I think. I think they're all fine. GM Abaddon. This is on 2. This is... I need an actual card on 3, or I'm floating mana on 3 and 4. But I think this deck is okay to hold this. What am I against? Zed Ash Trend. I mean, the late game is good. The early game is scary as well. I almost keep Riposte because it's playable on 3. For the Eager Apprentice to, like, kill Zed. This is such a bad keep. We probably drop Flash. But this is arguably playable. You get more Expedition tokens. Weekly Chest has one if you're above level 10. And some of the Progress Road stuff has tokens in it. As far as I know, anyway. It seems like it happens.
Happy to do whatever's needed.
We found a 3-drop. That's good. We found another 3-drop. That's actually, oh my gosh. River Shaper with Riposte on 4 sounds amazing. I will happily trade with this. My card costs 0 mana, your card costs 2 mana. And yours does things by living. It didn't die. At least you take 2 damage. I don't know if they changed it from a champ wildcard to expedition token, but I know it has one. And keep in mind, expeditions give you a champion guaranteed. Oops, sorry. Okay. River Shaper. And Riposte. Oh, I actually can't play Riposte yet. Whoops. I miscounted my mana pool. I'll trade that.
Sure, boss.
So whatever you play on 4 is going to be scary because it's all been hand buffed. So let's not give you the chance. Let's strike with River Shaper now.
Sweep them away.
You let me draw a card without trading. That's shocking. You must have so many mushrooms. No, you don't. Why do you care about holding these? I'm actually confused on this point. Alright, we're going to try to go wide. Sown Seeds, sure, whatever. All 4 are minions. You only really had... Okay, I mean, yeah, whatever's on top of your deck's going to get gigantic. Like, I get that your cards are good, but... Huh. Well, there you go. Green Glade and Sown Seeds hit. It's a 6/4. Cannot play Heimer without it dying. This doesn't have a 0 cost attached to it. You're gonna attack me, so let's go ahead and pass. There's no way they give up their attack here. I guess I take the damage. Take 6. Can't do anything. Skip block. But I can play Heimerdinger.
What seems to be the problem?
Okay. Do I afford Demacia at the very top? Do I slam this card? It makes my board really big. And it gives me a unit. This seems totally playable. Failure to Ionia removal is not great. They have recalling, that's kind of it. So everything that I have can kill everything that he has. That is no longer true.
Exceptional advancement in ballistics.
I should have done this first. Why didn't I think of this? I knew I was planning on playing out like this. I could have easily started with this, made the 3/1, then buffed that to being a 6/4, and then gone from there. Why did I think of that? What happened? I think it's still correct to swing right now, force some blocks. And based on how the blocks go, I can use Shadow Shift. I guess not right now. That's low. You're injured. Everything lives. I don't have enough mana to get more damage across. Okay.
What form will the waters take?
If I made this +3 attack, this would have been such a better play. How did I not see that happen? I don't know. Oh well. But we end the round. I am not dead to this, but it's getting close. I mean, this 6/4... Now that is pod racing. Alright, so I need to have enough mana that I can back-to-back to stay alive. So I have 10 mana, so Vanguard Cavalry is it. I get 1 play, right? Because I'm getting hit right now. So 5 plus back-to-back is just enough to stay alive. Getting up to 8 toughness helps, you know, not get overwhelmed by the Wild Claw. What are you going to challenge? Is it Heimer? It's probably Heimer. I would challenge Heimer. The 5/5 gets rid of some of my blockers, though. Yeah, okay. So, This is going to hurt a lot. So right now, I would be at 2 life. If I went here, I am dead. If I do this, and I buff Heimer and I buff that, or that, I'm at 0, I can gain up to 6 life.
Don't determine themselves. Oh dear.
Make Heimer live. And which one do I care about? Does it matter at all? No. Let's just go here. It should have been there so I can get that to 1 life.
You will not prevail.
Okay. Move the 6 power up to the 1 of 7 life. They trade. We level up Heimerdinger. We don't have another copy of him yet, but at least he's level 2. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh. Oh yeah, I can't afford standalone. This doesn't really matter. Okay, here we go. I have some good plays available right now. We have Eager Apprentice, costs 0 mana. So you like always play that.
I learned that in class.
We have 8 mana, so we can play Unlicensed, and then play the token that comes afterwards. And that's probably enough to win the game. Frostbite the 5/1? That's okay.
Where are your permits? Where are your standards?
So, are they holding Avalanche? And if so, do I care? No, if they Avalanche, I win the game because these 2 live.
Flee now!
Scarmother Vrina. So I have 3 attackers, you have 4 blockers. Now I have 4 attackers and you have 4 blockers.
Advancement in ballistics.
Scarmother's going to live. And it's going to stop Stormlobber. So I can't win without a top deck, right? I mean, the 5/2 just does nothing. Like, I can swing here. Even with this, though it doesn't matter. That freeze is actually massive, by the way. And it's like, you know, 4/1 goes there. 1/1 goes there. 9/1 goes there. 5/10 goes there. And then Scarmother Vrina just hits me, and I lose the game, right? The 5/5's no better. She just gets bigger. We trade equally, and Scarmother Vrina wins the game. Is there a way around that? There doesn't seem to be. She's too big. I can't repost because I don't have mana for it. We hope that there's some way I can stop the Wild Claw. If you don't open attack, I have a chance. Now, they should. They should absolutely open attack.
Yordle here's with me.
I mean, that's as good, right? Is there some way around this? No, because that's elusive and I never catch that, right? 9 Overwhelm. I don't have enough toughness anywhere. Standalone's never going to get played. Riposte's never going to do anything. I guess let's make Scarmother anyway.
Who am I? Who are you?
You can't chump block War Mother. Not by enough. But keep in mind, right? I had, at the start of round, I had a 5-1 and a 2-4 against these two, right? That was my opening round. With the ability to make a 5-5 and a 7-2.
Waits for no one.
Doesn't feel like that's ever wrong. Except that he happened to have a 2-for-1 and the biggest unit in the game. That was like somehow bigger than a 7-2 because it's exactly like the right unit.
Leaping into action.
A Scar Mother does not yield.
I wasn't, and also want to point out, right? I wouldn't have lethal anyway, and Scar Mother Venom would come down. I mean, copy of elusive, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, 10 toughness is as good. It's actually me surviving by more, but it just doesn't matter in this case.
Dimensions don't determine themselves.
Couldn't you repost the cat? No. It has overwhelm. Yeah, I can't kill that. Exact lethal. Damn. I didn't have lethal at any point, even counting riposte. I never had the mana to play standalone before I played the 4-1 down. And my opponent had blockers when I went for the attack in the first place. So I never had lethal. I never at any point had lethal. And again, as soon as my attack is over, they play Skarmother Vrina and the 3-2 elusive. So like nothing that you're suggesting, chat, wins me the game. I had, what, 9 mana to spend? So I could never have, or maybe it was 8 mana to spend. I could never have played Riposte and the 5-5. What about copying the elusive? I died to the 9-1 overwhelm. If I copy the elusive, I die to the 9-1 overwhelm. Like, it doesn't help anything. Like, it's all the same. Like, by copying the 5-10, I can, like, pretend I have Mystic Shot for the elusive, and then maybe they play differently. I could never have played Standalone. Standalone was never playable from my hand at any point ever. By the time I was down to just Heimerdinger, the only thing in my hand was a turret, and I had 0 mana. The Standalone was not playable. Standalone cannot be played unless you have nothing else in play. I'm not trying to rage at you, but y'all are giving advice that literally doesn't work. Like, what about using Barrier to stop Overwhelm? That's not how Barrier and Overwhelm interact. Like, I appreciate you wanting to help. I really do, right? Like, it's an interactive experience. We're all in it together. I appreciate y'all. I really do. But you're not even right about the stuff you're talking about, so do be careful. All right. 3-3 is better on board.
Discipline and steel.
And the real misplay was like 6 rounds back when for some reason I didn't see the fact that I could have done Flash of Brilliance to play the 3-1 and then +3/+3 everything. That would have been enough to force a different blocker and have a different game plan. I'm excited for LCS? I am. I am excited for LCS. I'm casting the back half of games on Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a good time.
Custom made.
This game is arguably released now. It is playable. You should play Dark Magician and use magical hats. It's a good idea, thank you. Oh yeah, when Twitch asked me what to do when I was in Upper Diamond. Yeah, I hit D1 on stream. That's a good play. Okay. Hey, it's a card for a card. You have a 2 health unit that I can kill whenever I want, basically. That's fine. But you found use for your Radiant Strike, which is obviously good. So we put Chump Wump down if we can. I'm also very afraid of like 5 mana 6/6 Garen coming down. Then I would just like hard lose to Battlesmith. I think we Chump Wump on 4. We probably Heimer on 5. Maybe we Karma on 5 and go for value. We can like wait to build our army of spells because we don't have a lot, right? We have very few things we should use with Heimerdinger. We have basically unlicensed in innovation only. So I like the 4/4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'll be max hand size when I draw my next card. That's enough though. That's fine. 4/4 from the biggest single unit. Redeemer didn't do anything. It's just a 3/3. Well, it's just a 4/4. Good card, obviously. I'm happy to blankly swing with a 4/4. Karma actually beats these things on board, so that's going to be fine as well. I could have spent 3 mana on Greenglade Elder and like looked at back-to-back, but also yeah, trading one for one like this a lot is not actually great for me.
You would test my steel?
Okay, I'll take that.
Injustice.
All right, your turn. Let me see the Garen. Swifting Lancer 5/4. That's okay. Karma can still fight it. Is it better to Herald of Spring and Unlicensed? I don't think so. We'll play Karma. We'll draw a card with it. No more Uwus or Owos. This is a no Uwu chat. This is a no Owo chat. Too washed for anything else. I don't know. I'm pretty old. We're in there. We can do it. I will take that. This is a 2-for-1. You could have done that yourself already. This just skips the step. You just used a card for this. Alright, my life is getting a little bit low, but these cards aren't. Now they did get an elite in hand. That can be scary. I'm also getting to the point where Darius is going to level up. So we're getting a little tight.
I have my order.
Yeah, there we are. Alright, so we go unlicensed here. Right, it's like for sure unlicensed because that can just trade with Darius straight up. They can still sequence it well such that, you know, I get pretty wrecked, but they're not going to give me time to play anything else. Darius should always be last to swing. They will always swing here, right? 2/2, 2/2. That's a mistake. That's a big mistake.
We swim within the flows of magic.
Any kind of turn timer? Yes, you get like a minute-ish. All right, so what's the play here? What are we gonna have? So we can spend 2 mana and still afford back-to-back, and I like that idea. So I like Herald of Spring, buff the 5/5, take a swing, and then back-to-back for combat efficiency. There are some cards that can be played that are like way too good for me. This is gonna be a pair of 5/5s. It's Culling Strike. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're going here. We're going, you're too big, and you're too big. And now only Darius can kill anything. Now Culling Strike fizzles. My priority. Let's give everyone some stats. Lifesteal for 5. Everything that I play, right? At worst on board, it's a 1-for-1 with Darius. And I have 5 healing coming up. Now, other plays are possible. Darius could run over here and, like, Whirling Death this, and we, like, stun this mid-combat somehow, and none of this happens. You know, those plays can happen. But if they don't, we're going to kill a lot of units, and I'm going to heal up to 19, which is really, really nice. This is Graham cross server with EU. I don't know if the shard structure is different. I assume there's going to be some level of differences shard-wise in this game, but I don't know what they are. Nice. Okay. I got a 1-for-1. We're catching up. There's still some elites that can come down. There are still really good plays available to my opponent. There's a 4-4. Alright. About to get a real buff board. If a unit dies, draw. That sounds fun. Would like to get Greenglade Elder down at some point.
Ready for deployment.
Okay, so I'm gonna play units, and then in reaction to this, I'm gonna Mystic Shot, like one of these two, probably this card. I need to be conscious of my mana pool, because I would like to, I can't, but I would like to Greenglade and Shady Character and Mystic Shot, but I'm 1 mana short of that. So we're gonna Clump of Wumps. When this gets played, I Mystic Shot Battlesmith, and then I Shady Character the 4-4, so that I also, well, the 7-7, so that I can have an equal blocker. So here comes Fort Demacia. It's getting played. Look how much mana is left over, right? Look how much wider their board is. They definitely want to do this. Oh, look, they did it. You Mystic Shot your 2-2. This becomes a 5-4, which is killable. Those guys still get buffed. I'll copy a 7-7. Can trade that on board as well. We say okay here. For 1 mana, I mean, they could potentially Radiant Strike this, but...
Courage, soldier.
So then the spell develops. It's my action. And I get a 7-7. 4 mana 7-7. It's like we're playing Hearthstone all over again. Yep, all progress carries over. Get in there. This card is reasonably useful. It is only ever reactive, but it's not too bad. Again, 4 mana 7-7. Not a bad thing, you know? So. I mean, this is good too, and that's good too. Like, yeah, I could just chump here, but... yeah, I'll trade 1 for 1 if you don't give me better trades. I'm not taking 7. 1 for 1 is better than chumping. Have they given a stance on making balance changes to cards? Yeah, they plan on having a reasonably regular balance changes. I think it says something like a couple patches between sets. Something like that.
Avenge me.
Alright. We're doing pretty well here. Is there a summon for LR? Yes. Legends of Runeterra. /R/Legends of Runeterra. Okay, so... is it time for the empty Heimerdinger? Is it time for Greenglade into Heimerdinger? Is it Demacia time? I don't think so. Well, I mean, Green Glade into Demacia is not too bad. I think it's good to play a little bit wide here. And, like, I've got Flash of Brilliance and 3 Mushrooms for the rest of this. That seems pretty decent. I like Demacia here. This is... I'm up a unit, and all my units are going to be better than theirs. This is going to be a lot of value. I think Demacia is good here. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Agent Q. Good old Tunnel Creeper. It was like a 0 mana 5/5. It became a 2/5 and it was still good. Tell Right to bring LOR to Mac. I'm not up by many though, right? Like, I only really have 3 cards in hand, and they have 3 cards in hand, so I'm like... Now I'm up 1 card. I mean, this is going to draw me once, it's going to be fine, but like... You jerk. Alright, well, the 8/8's going in. The 5/5's not very useful. Neither is the 5/4. But you know what? I'll take a 1-for-1 where I'm still coming out ahead.
Demacian steel protects me.
Let's do it. You did block with your arguably weakest card. I mean, if you have Elites in hand, then Battlesmith is better. But if you don't have Elites in hand, you probably just throw away Battlesmith. Because nothing here... Like, this is the only card that can kill a 2/2 tough. These are all garbage against it. Alright, it's time to Mentor to buff the Heimer. Otherwise we get Vanguard Redeemer if something dies. She is very aggressive. Ooh, killing Shadow Isles. Does he have a 2/5? Alright, let's buff Heimer.
Give me a sweet bun. Heightens the senses.
I don't mind the 5/3 going here and then just like 2/1 to the 2/2, 1/1 chump block. Vanguard Redeemer can draw a card. Most likely as a result of this combat.
I'll turn the tide.
You just pooped yourself? That's not good. You should clean that up. So that's good. Let's just draw the spell.
Pull them down.
And then this is the weaker card, so we'll put that there. And okay. We get the block. 3 of my cards are Mushroom Clouds and he knows it. So I have 3 real cards. They have 2 real cards. That's strong. Okay. Touche. Yeah, so now I get nothing out of this. We go -1 card here. Well, actually, not even really, because that draws.
What form will the waters take?
Alrighty. Let's draw a card. We got 20 in deck. They got 22. That's not bad. Swiftwing Lancer. Ooh, that's worth playing. Just right now. I can just challenge this 2/5, and the 4/4 is bigger than everything. I will eventually lock the game down with Heimer, but for now I don't need to. Although with 2 cards, I might as well start, right? Play Heimer, and I have
The sweet smell
a couple of spells that's still playable back there. Yeah, that seems decent. Do you have something amazing here? Am I going to be sad right now? Culling Strike? Ah, I can beat this. I managed to beat both Culling Strikes. That's a big pog. That's really lucky, though. Because that was the top deck. That is really, really, really fortunate. Demacia really does look slick. I like that a lot. It's really nice looking. All right, friends. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're going to get this one, and we're going to be up to, what, 5? The 5 or up to 6, something like that. We're moving up in the world, you know?
Progress waits for no one.
The timer upgrade you cast a spell or when you put down the turret? It's when you put down the turret. It's specifically power worth a turret. Which also means, by the way, if you make a turret and cast Sown Seeds, it's +1. Okay, you know what? I accept. You know what's weird about that though is it's gonna drop in like 2 seconds. So Heimer's gone, and you have 0 plays left, right? My opponent has 0 available plays. This always dies and Heimer always comes back. This is 8 damage. He can block, I mean, 8, 9? Like, the ideal block puts about 1 HP. Like, that's fine. We get Heimer back. Put down some mushroom clouds. We're going to be in a good spot. Yeah, so your most advantaged block, although arguably this is the better block, puts you at 1 life. If you did this block, you'd be at 3. And you know I have mushroom clouds in hand, by the way. So I'm just not sure that I like, you know, how you played this one. You have no cards. We play both mushroom clouds. We have about a coin flip to kill him at the start of the round. And we play wrench bot. So we literally just boosted our win rate by 50%. Like whatever the chance that we lost, that got cut in half literally right now. That's a really good turn. Our chance to lose got cut in half, sadly. We'll see if that even comes through. This is unplayable, but that's okay. Heimer has 1 XP. We're popping off. On a more serious note, I'm a real e-gamer, so I need to know, does this game offer any teabagging or teabagging equivalent? Well, of course. You have a nice set of emotes right here. And some of them may well look like a teabag to you. Congratulations, you've done it. If you pre-registered, you should get the Portal skin eventually, and you should be available to play the game right now. You stunned. Wow, that's rough. That's a really bad top deck.
Hey, steal!
Stand strong.
Goodbye, Iron Man. Good game.
Gladly serve.
Yeah, so every game I play goes to 10 mana. Or near, or thereabouts. I wish people had auto pass on. Too many people turn off auto pass. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying. That's good. So I've been playing all day. I've been playing for 10 hours. Dog has gone offline and didn't raid my channel. What a rude boy. Blaustoys got all the viewers. How's this dude at 2K? Did he get all the dog viewers? What's going on? I feel cheated. Nathan Blau, I declare a blood feud. I'm adding to the list. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Puffcat Peddler versus Eager Apprentice. We're going for the 7 win. Can we find it? Can we make it happen? Time to riot? Yes, exactly. Do you think it's going to 10 because extra less refined or because balance favors control? No, it's just this deck is very control. This deck is slow. My other decks were, you know, the games were decided by, you know, round 6 or 7 usually. But this one is a slow deck. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Puffcap out for Eager Apprentice. I don't think I need another Eager Apprentice. I'm actually happy to have the 3/3. Clump for Twin. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with most of this stuff here. We'll skip this one. Mentor out for disciplines. Nah. Investigator has actually been okay. Shadow Shift out for Swiftwing is probably correct, though. It is hard to use Shadow Shift well. Unlicensed out is no thank you. Back to back, no thank you. River Shaper for Buff Cap, no thank you. Remember, it's out for a no. Eager for Greenglade, no. Clump for Sergeant is maybe. I have a few 2-drops. I have, what, 1 Vanguard Sergeant? I think I have the right number of 2-drops. Well, I think I would rather have more 2-drops. I wouldn't drop the last Sergeant, but... Cavalry for Pickpocket. Do not care about Pickpocket. Well, okay, 3 mana 3-2. Sorry, 2 mana 3-2. With the chance to make an extra card. That's pretty good. Vanguard Cavalry on 5, I don't think I need that much. This sounds good. Redeemer out, no. Shady Character out, probably not, actually. It's been pretty good for me. I like that one, though. Pickpocket out. I just picked a Pickpocket. Why are you trying to give this away? Puff Cap for Yone. I'm not playing... I don't have... I'm not going late enough for Yone. Or like... My deck is heavy enough to not use Yone. I've got a lot of this, like, Heimerdinger+Karma stuff. So... The Herald's actually useful, too, so I'm going to skip this as well. Alright, one chance. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I am 2-1 in sudden death so far. Is it going to be 2-2 or 3-1? Let's find out. Demacia, Piltover. Ah, it's another Spellslinger deck. Okay, so we're both Spellslinging. What can I silence in this deck that matters? There's stuff out there, but... Blank 3/3s don't sound right. Let's find a 2-drop. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Startup Bottle worth it? I don't know. I didn't look into it because I don't plan on spending any money in this game. At least not for cards. To me, I actually enjoy playing progression systems free to play. It's fun for me to see how far I can get and like how I track. Alright. Well, my 3-drop is fine to play by himself without support. You didn't find Ezreal on first 3, that's good. Not attacking. So you don't have barrier.
Show them our metal.
I would love to have a trade here.
Would a mushroom help?
That's amazing for me. So you played no cards, you got no mushroom buffs, and I get to draw off Vanguard Redeemer. That's so good. Assembly bot? Don't care.
Remember the fallen.
Alright, so I am up a card. Now this can be very scary. I have no direct damage. I cannot remove this card easily at all. Going wide will also be a little bit difficult. I can Swiftwing Lancer on 5 and 6. But my opponent swings on 5. So I can play this defensively on 5 and then play another one on 6 and swing with both. That's going to be decent. That should be playable. We banked 1 mana. That's okay. So did my opponent. There's Mystic Shot. I love that. Please play a slow speed spell. Play something slow that I can outright wreck you on. So what do we got going on here? Do we like Swiftwing Lancer? I think we do.
It's not bragging if you can back it up.
True. Take 1. Free Mystic Shot. That's okay. My opponent will burn this card. I mean, they will spend it, I should say. Now, the 5/4? Yes. Alright. We're going to Mystic Shot this 1/1 before things get out of hand. Before it gets buffed up. Now, that Mystic Shot is free, but this unit isn't dying. Is this barrier? Second Mystic Shot. Okay. It still dies, but that's fair. And that's, by the way, why I waited until my opponent played a spell. Because the nesting allowed me to kill that first. Right, my opponent spent mana on the Mystic Shot, thus could not spend 2 afterwards. Because his hand could have had 2 Mystic Shots already in it. Meant he would have wasted the Ezreal one, but that would have been fine for him. New Swiftwing Lancer. And let's see what you have. Is it a Lux? Is it something else? It is a Lux. It is indeed a Lux.
No, wait, that's you.
Sorry. Do I know you?
I love their VO. Okay, so Lux is gonna maybe see 6 mana of spells, but not today, because he only has 1 mana. Ezreal is always dead. Looks good. This card is gonna be almost unplayable. But that's what happens when, you know, it pops off of this. I think my deck is like 8 Demacia. Like, Demacia is my least represented region. So this actually wins. It kills Lux. 5-3. That's good. Shady character. I don't mind making another one of these. Flash of Brilliance. Okay. Lux is going to level up for sure. That's okay. Do you have like 2 Flash of Brilliance or something? That would be really annoying. Flash of Brilliance in succession. Lux levels up. Okay. Now, my opponent cannot make a Final Spark. Oh, wait, do you give it automatically? Oh, I forgot that you make one automatically. Okay, yeah, that does make Lux really good and actually quite consistent. When I see you spend 6 mana on spells, create another Final Spark. Okay, still make another Final Spark at some point. I want to make 2 5/3s. I think spending 4 mana on this card is good. So, as long as I can save 3 mana, right? I have 9 mana. Shady character is only 4.
What's our name again?
I can spend 3 on Prismatic Barrier. Final Spark is slow, by the way. So it can't interrupt this. Mystic Shot that for 2. I will barrier him so it doesn't happen. Now that does go down 1 mana for me. But you can't, I mean, you can actually double Mystic Shot here. Okay, that didn't go through. Cool. So, you spent 2 mana. I spent 7. I got another 5 drop. I can now challenge Lux on the board. Your Final Spark will kill 1, but I'll get a unit, so it's, you know, okay, I guess. But I still have a card that can kill Lux. And we get, oh, slightly not playable. That's too bad. So it's Eager Apprentice. It's better than Clump of Lumps, I'm pretty sure. It's more mana available to me, which is very valuable.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm kind of yelling. Maybe I'm too close to the microphone. I was like leaning forward.
Attack formation.
3-3. I'll trade 3/3s. That's fine with me.
I am not afraid.
This lets my 2/1 hit for free. Like, that's good for me. My opponent cannot have only spells. They've burned most of the Mystic Shots. They don't have another one. They would have used it if they had it. Karma's a good card. Okay. Do we just blank attack here? Do we have other attacks we care about? Not really. We don't care about the rest of these attackers. Can we go wide? Or wide enough to matter? Probably not. But an attack that gets me a Vanguard Redeemer draw is good. So let's try. This would be a good swing for me. But my opponent might have some more fast spells that matter. If they have like another Prismatic Barrier, they have another Prismatic Barrier. Okay? Well, that's going to be tough because she's going to keep drawing removal for me. Or for them. At least that's a good card. Nope. She can make 2 more Final Sparks pretty soon. I'm going to go as wide as possible, and then we're going to... So, on 10 mana, I'm going for a big Demacia turn. Wow. That is good. Okay. Well. Final Spark me. Let's see, it's 4 mana? Oh, interesting. It resets it. She's not at 5 out of 6 right here. Wow, that's a really big deal. I will float the mana to bait them into not playing Final Spark. I assume it's going to happen this way, you know? Okay. So he has to have 6 more mana of spells in 4 cards, which seems very unlikely. Ezreal's getting pretty close to leveling. But ultimately, we have Vanguard Redeemer here.
Our ancestors are watching.
Greenglade Elder is actually quite useful here. It's enough to play Elder and Clump of Wumps. Alright. We're going to go really wide as possible. I want to play Karma on the end of round 9. So if I can get at the end of round 9, right, Karma plus Bannerman, start of 10, Heimer for Demacia. Board is gigantic. Everything's +6/+6. I probably just win the game off that. Okay, so here's a new spell for her. Understandable. Have a nice day. 2 4/4s. Those can be beat. And so again, we're going to look to put units on the board. Now, Vanguard... Okay, so this is 4 damage, right? Chump Up is too big, and Vanguard Cavalry is too big.
In formation.
Now, by doing this, maybe Chump Up was better, because now I can't play Karma. In retrospect, probably was the better play. So you're going to nuke probably this 3/3. Yep, okay. Happens, understandable.
A beacon through the dark.
We're going to hope that we can get lucky with Bannerman, because Bannerman is going to trade equally anyway. If we get lucky, this can trade up.
For the glory of Demacia.
We didn't get lucky. That's okay. I think it was okay to take that risk. Maybe it wasn't. Really, they're not playing anything. I mean, I guess the 6/6... Lux is good, right? Like, I'm just surprised is all. Okay, so she is automatically leveled up here. Is Karma into for Demacia a game winner? I have 12 mana. This costs 11. This could be a game winner. This is way too much power.
Heart and mind as one.
Like, if you have Thermogenic Beam and you just, you know, straight up nuke my stuff down, then you've got Thermogenic Beam and you can nuke my stuff down. But getting rid of Karma otherwise is going to be pretty difficult for you. So here comes the first card. Probably another one of these. Oh, that's a good one. That's actually really strong. Yeah, that's really, really strong. Okay. Doesn't give her the spell yet, but it's close. I'm also really low on spells, right? I've really only got Heimer and this one Mushroom Cloud. That's kind of rough. So it turns out my turn 10 plan doesn't work anymore. Because I wanted, you know, the Karma blow up. Even if I had 4 Demacia... No, actually... If I had played Karma on 9, like if I played it right? If instead of this, I had played that, I could have played Karma the end of 9, I would have gotten the double for Demacia anyway, even with the capture, and I would have had a much better board state. So that's my fault. Alright, we're going to play this card though.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
How many cards did you buy? None. I didn't buy anything. Thanks very much, Hitstreak. Thanks, Jesse. Yeah, the game is awesome. Super in love with it. Glad it's out there finally. Alrighty. Alrighty. Barkeep is whatever. These are all pretty good attacks. The only really bad one is that Lux can kill 1. That's okay with me. Lux can kill 1 and go down to 4 life. I can go really, really wide with Heimer, Mushroom, for Demacia, so... I am going to start trying as hard as I can to grind my opponent out of cards. My opponent is hopefully running out of spells. He seems to be running out of spells.
Never back down from what you believe.
You bought.
Cool. I think trading units for units is fine here, because I think I have more value to generate than my opponent does.
Take my helmet.
I think that's true, and I really hope it is. If my opponent has a Mystic Shot, they can kill 2 units. They're kind of showing it with this having 2 health right here. Right, with the block they chose to do. Succession, okay. Well, that's going to level up Ezreal, and it's going to blow up this 5-2. This is what, the 3rd or 4th final spark so far? It's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. She still has Karma captured, so if I can find a way to kill her, we get into a really good spot. We're just not there yet. This Plaza Guardian's really big, though, when it can finally come out. So Ezreal's leveled up. But he's not been drawn, at least not yet. My opponent should continually be running out of ways to make more cards. It should be getting closer and closer and closer. Okay. We chump here and trade there. We take 4 damage, that's fine. An 8-3 and a 4-4, that's not bad. If I had any direct damage, I would make a bigger trade, but I don't have it. Trading equally is fine with me. So my opponent would need to have 6 mana worth of spells to actually kill Heimerdinger. That seems unlikely. So 5 plus 6 plus 2, right? 7 plus 3 and 3, so Pickpocket
What you looking for?
is the play. So let's see what my opponent has. Hope I'm not wrong about that. Okay, I'm pretty safe. Like, my opponent can theoretically have a way of getting 6 mana worth of spells right here into an immediate, you know, burst of damage, but that is unlikely to happen. It is possible, but it is unlikely. It is thermogenic for 7. They had a thing. Do I make turrets? I think the answer is yes. We're going to go really wide. We're going to put 3 turrets down. We're going to put Plaza Guardian down. And we're going to play for Demacia. We can even maybe play more than that. I don't think so. Either way, that's going to go through. And he's going to make another final spark. Alrighty. Alrighty. Well, final spark's going to happen. Thermogenic Beam was a very good draw. And we're going to have right about the right amount of mana. So that's going to get nuked. I'm down 2 more life.
A beacon through the dark.
This is like 5 or 6 of these. It's a lot of value out of this Lux, you know? I'm very thankful they haven't been drawing Ezreal. I'd be instantly dead if they had Ezreal in hand. Because I would just get nuked by every one of these spells. Redoubled Valor on Lux was a really, really big deal. So always the wrench bot. Okay, so here is where the play comes in, okay? So we have basically 2 plays available. We can play Puffcap Peddler, and then just simply play for Demacia into Plaza Guardian. And we hope that's enough, right? Or we bank this mana, we play Unlicensed Innovation, into Plaza Guardian, into For Demacia. This puts 3 Puffcaps in the deck. This is a bigger unit. Right, so this is 6 plus 4 plus 6. Wait, that's not enough. Wait, am I just trolling? I can't actually play that. So it has to be Puffcap into For Demacia into Plaza Guardian. Okay.
Heard there was a little fella asking for me.
So I'm going wide here with enough power to force a lot of blocks. I could no. For Demacia is better than back-to-back here. So we For Demacia, and we hope they don't have Static Shock. If they have Static Shock, I've like hard lost the game. Because if these 2 are gone before the buff, there's no way around it. My opponent didn't have it. That's great. 3 Puffcaps in the deck, it's something. It's 1 damage per round. They can block all this, no problem. Right now they can. There's something in this hand, I don't know what it is. Plaza Guardian. It's a 7/7. It is unblockable. Well, it's blockable, but it'll kill whatever it blocks, and it won't die. If you have Judgment with Lux, I am so sad. If you have it, and the game is over. If you have it, you have it.
Try me, I dare you.
Okay. This is 12 with the base. You don't have Judgment. Lux is an 8-3, but she can no longer directly attack. However, she can... Well, I guess with back-to-back, maybe not. We cannot do unlicensed and back-to-back, but we at least get 3 puff cap damage. We get Remembrance, which is actually pretty valuable as well. Chempunk Shredder is honestly fine with me. It gets rid of my tokens, which I don't care about anymore. In fact, it's good because Remembrance is playable. I think we play Remembrance right now. Let's hope we get lucky here. A random 5 cost from Demacia could have lifesteal on it. 1 in 3. Still a good card.
I got the goods.
That's not very good for you. And we hold on to back-to-back. My opponent takes 1 damage per round from puff caps. They don't want to attack with any of these. None of these seem good. And I can orchestrate blocks in a really good way for myself. There's Heimer. I'm not going to use Heimer. Oh, they're at 1. I'm high rolling puff caps. I'm high rolling on puff caps. If you have Judgment, I am so sad.
Shine with me.
We just take this? I guess we just take this, right? Because we don't care about back-to-back making things live longer. We get our karma back. What's the play? What do you have? Static Shock for 1? That's fine. We can make it live. So we back-to-back to keep this alive so that it kills Lux. Right, for sure. And we keep this healthier. Because why not? It's now out of Mystic Shot range. Throw in puff caps. Odds are quite high that she takes 1 damage this round. Static Shock lethaled her! PogChamp! That was a run. That was a 7-1 run. With Heimerdinger+Karma. 7-win trial, number 3. I'm stressed too, man. How many freaking spells was that? Like 6? Seven? Yeah, like someone can count that eventually. Like if I had a YouTube editor and I cared about spending money on my YouTube channel, there would be a counter for that game specifically. At least 3 Kappa. It's not Kappa. It was at least 3. She got the most of her next. Yeah. I mean, she hit the next a lot with Final Spark. Alright, retire and claim. We got Shard positive. We got a Callista. Okay, we went very into Shadow Isles here. Okay.